Hey everyone, welcome back to Bravely Default. Last time, we went to grab Keep and got the Master Toxin sample that was used to kill 100,000 soldiers in a single night. At Onyx's request, Commander Goodman threw it into the lava so it could never be used again. Even though I'm pretty sure they still have the sample or the recipe for it so they could make more, but I guess Kami-Izumi would never let that happen anyway, so whatever. Anyway, no more toxins, so we've dealt with that issue. However, today we're going to deal with an issue here at Eisen Bridge. We can also go to the Mythril Mines and deal with, enslaved children, but that's less important than what we have to deal with now.
What can I help you with?
Oh boy, another person we can get exposition from. Okay, the mercenaries.
I'll fill you in on what we know about the Black Blade mercenaries hired by the Swordbearers. They have about 4,000 soldiers stationed in these lands. They are split into at least 5 units that we know of. The first, a unit led by the Swordmaster, the commander of the Black Blades. They are powerful, elite troops. Next is the unit that conquered the East City using toxic mist. We are very aware of the danger they represent. They have not been seen in recent years, which is cause for concern. Then there is their naval force. They are rarely sighted in battle. But after the Temple of Fire was attacked, there were reports they made several attempts to approach it from the sea. We also believe that the Black Blades has a covert unit specializing in assassination. Many shield-bearer officers have been slain in the past 4 years. We think this unit was also responsible for killing the Fire Vestal. Last of all, there is the unit led by someone I care not to mention.
Huh?
If you're around long enough, you'll learn all you need to know and more. Best to see for yourself.
If you're informing us of the situation at hand, it's probably best you not leave anyone out just because you don't feel like talking about them. That's kind of silly and stupid. Anyway, why this bridge?
There's a good reason that the lines of battle were drawn at this bridge. 3 roads run north to south across this land, one each to the east and west of here, and this one in between. The central road that this bridge is built upon is wider than the paths to the east and west, and it serves as our main thoroughfare. The colossal weaponry the Black Blades have given the Swordbearers is too large to be hauled down any other road.
I see. So the enemy was forced to target this bridge to make use of it?
Precisely. We made this bridge our last line of defense, and the main body of the shield-bearers guards it. The Swordbearers need to cross the bridge, so they cannot attack it directly. This strategy results in the least casualties for our forces.
But even if you halt the advance of their main contingent, wouldn't it be easy for smaller units to slip past by other routes?
Correct. Small squads we are not aware of present more danger than the vast army we face before us.
Okay, and what are you doing about that? I assume you have guards stationed at the other places they get through. Anyway, this is a weird question because they give you absolutely no context as to what this means, but what is that?
What do you mean?
The enemy forces attacking the bridge.
Oh, I see. The shock troops led by that brassy young woman. Our intelligence suggests she is a high-ranking member of the Black Blades.
That girl is one of their officers?
Don't underestimate her. She uses the power of song to bolster her soldiers and weaken ours.
The power of song?
Yes. Her songs can be quite troublesome. All of our soldiers that hear her sing become confused. The Swordbearers bombard us from the opposite bank when they see us in disarray. We've suffered great losses from these attacks.
Songs that inspire allies and confuse the enemy. She must have quite a voice. I'd like to hear it myself sometime.
So it doesn't bother you that she's a foe? I hope her honeyed tones send you tumbling off the bridge.
I have no ulterior motives, I swear.
So, if you silence this girl, would that swing the battle in your favor?
Unfortunately, she is protected by a formidable force, and the narrow bridge makes it impossible to get close.
Then, Let us try.
Oh, is this the wind vessel we have here? What a delightful surprise! You've come all this way to hear me perform? Why, thank you! I am Praline a la mode, prepared to be dazzled! Hey everyone! When you hear one of my numbers,
we go wild!
And when you see me dance,
we go wild!
Then get wild! Here we go! Love in the crossfire!
Yeah! Praline!
Feeling alright, squeeze you so tight. Love in the crossfire, ready, make fire, fit to ignite.
Her song has them entranced.
Love in the crossfire, ready, make fire.
What a sweet voice. She's enchanting.
Don't listen to her. She'll mess with your head.
Let's do this! They're strong!
Don't they feel any pain? Nothing seems to faze them. Okay, everybody. Time to back up a bit. The time is nigh to blow them sky high! Fire!
Uh-oh. We need to pull back now, or we'll be obliterated.
I'm afraid we weren't able to break through.
If it is beyond even you, then we are out of options.
If only we could shut her up.
Use a gun. Use a gun. Shoot her. Kill her. We have a bow. It's close enough. Just shoot her in the head. That'll shut her up. For good. Okay, anyway. No, we have other solutions. I don't... I think I have to go to Grand Ship to continue this? Yes, okay, so... Now the game will tell you, yeah, there's a blue marker on Grand Ship. If you don't have markers on, I literally have no idea how you'd find this out, because there's no guide as to like, hey, maybe there's a solution on Grand Ship. I don't know. It's weird, because the game does give you the option to turn off quest markers, which... That'd be cool if they gave you some direction, and then you had to find your way there. Like, say, like in this case, we have to go to the Mythril Mines to save the children. But, you know, it would be cool if the game didn't, you know, guide you there, and you just had to find your way there. That'd be fine. But when you're given literally no direction, I have no idea how you'd find out you have to go back to Grand Ship in order to continue this quest. Because they're not giving you any leads, and games kind of need to do that in order to, you know, make it bearable to play. That's why games like the original Legend of Zelda are kind of a pain to play nowadays, because there's literally no way to know where you're going if you haven't played it before.
Hey! Have you ever heard of a siren song?
I have. A strange voice you hear out at sea, right? Sailors who hear the song become captivated by it and throw themselves overboard. It's a common tale.
That's right. The siren song that causes all to cast themselves into the sea. When I was even younger than you are now, there was a time it was heard throughout the whole ship.
A siren song? Was everyone okay?
It caused great panic among young and old. But a traveling bard who happened to be aboard said something that calmed everyone down. All you have to do is sing above the siren's voice. Brilliant, isn't it? He conducted us in song with his baton all night long, and the siren was defeated.
Wow, that's quite a story. Where did the bard go?
Who knows? He set off again soon after. One of the elders here might know.
So yeah, this quest just kind of has us going around the world finding info about this bard, and first off it starts with this elder here. Oh yes, I heard that the bard had pupils all over the world. When I was young, he must have been about my age now. I doubt he still lives. I remember him saying he was going to meet a pupil of his in Ansheim. Well, off to Ansheim we go. It's been quite a while since we were here. Granted, we also haven't had any other reason to return here, so it's not surprising. But it's still been a while. Does anyone have anything new to say? The wind is back. Looks really rested. I can't think enough. I'm not get like okay. I think they all say the same stuff. Nothing about the water returning. It'd be kind of cool if they had different dialogue based on how far you were in the story. But anyway, yes, I was indeed Archipellar's first pupil. Sadly, I fear he has crossed the Great Divide. When he knew he wasn't that long for this world, he sought to visit three of his pupils one last time. He passed on to me one of the secrets to his singing. His last words to me were, "Always sing with your mouth wide open." The second pupil he visited, I believe they live near the castle in Caldisla. That's not really advice, that's just how you sing. I mean, it's important to remember even the basic stuff, but that's, to even start singing, you can't even to open your mouth, but hey, whatever, let's go to Caldisla, he said. On note of Caldisla, I suppose I should mention, you can dock here at this little dock here. I think there is a beach in the northern area as well, but obviously this is a much faster way to get into the city. This shot could do with being a little bit faster, by the way. It's a bit slow on the water, unfortunately. Anyway, got you here. You were looking for my old mentor. It has been some time since I heard his name. Such memories. Yes, I was his second pupil. When he came to see me, he looked fondly at my children as if they were his own grandchildren. Now they are all grown up, and I am an old woman. You wish to know if I was given any instructions? I do remember him saying, "Sing from your belly." He stayed with me a few weeks, then set out to visit his third pupil. They lived in Florum, the land of radiant flowers. Yep, we just have to go back all over the world. Oh, wonderful. Did you say anything? The water. Oh my god! Someone says something about the water. That's great. Good job, game. I will say, even though it can apply to pretty much any RPG out there, it is satisfying to go through old areas and just tear through enemies that gave you a bit of trouble before. You get little to no reward for doing so, but it's still fairly satisfying. And again, that could be said for pretty much any RPG, but it's also the case for this one. Let's see, he's right up here. I believe it's this guy. Yes, I was his last pupil. Does that surprise you? You expected a woman, no doubt, me being from Florum. I can see it on your face. If you're from Florum, where do you live? Is there just like some nation of men out in the woods somewhere where they're like outcasts of the city because they can't take up residence in the city? Where do men live? There's only one city here. Jesus. In any case, Mensa visited two other pupils before coming to see me. He bestowed one of the secrets to a song to each of us. You wish to know what he told me? Well, this is embarrassing. He said, "Do not be shy when it comes to song." He always worried that I was too faint of heart. I'll never forget the words he whispered to me when he left my side for the last time. "A singer has no need of finesse," he said as he was heading to Heartschild as he left. Whatever, that sentence made sense in my head. Oh god, so now we need to go all the way back to Heartschild. It's like on the other side of the world. Jesus Christ. I should mention though, on the map, if you do sail like to the complete right side of the map, you'll just end up back on the left side. So Luxembourg is a flat earth. I guess they were right all along, huh? While we're here though, I guess you can show off what happens if you try back in the northern parts of Eisen.
Look! What's happening?
We're being attacked from the land. Best give up on docking here.
Yep, you're simply not able to. It's just predictable, but yeah. We also see this cool view of the volcano and the lava pouring into the ocean. I kind of wish there was like, I guess this like weird rock formation is like what the lava made. I think it's made of the volcano. Also, who builds building a city at the base of a volcano seems like a bad idea. Haven't we learned anything from Pompeii? I guess Pompeii wasn't actually at the base of a volcano, really. It was just nearby, and the ash kind of killed everyone essentially. Actually, I don't know. I don't remember these things very well. It was a while ago that I learned about Pompeii, so. Alright, finally back in Heartschild. Also, I should mention that I know Luxembourg doesn't have to be flat just because you can round it out or go around it. That doesn't make any sense. Just like any flat earth theory. What do you have to say? That old bard? Yes, he passed on not 10 years ago. About half a year after he arrived here, he gathered us up little ones and taught us about music. Always sing with your mouth wide open. Sing from your belly. Do not be shy when it comes to song. No, he never told us anything like that. But he did say your hearts are as one, and the most important thing is to have fun. It's not just me. All the people in this town were his peoples, as were their children. Even in the midst of this war, I bet you could convince the shield bearers to break into that song. When he died, we sent his belongings onto Grand Ship. Why? Ah! Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's go back to Grand Ship.
Ah, look who we have here! Oh, look what I found while cleaning up the place.
Could that be the Bard's baton? I wonder if we could borrow it for a while.
Really? What for? I certainly don't mind, so take it. I doubt I'll ever get any use out of it.
Thank you! Hey, there's something written on it. The most important thing is to have fun, it says.
Oh, thank God we finally have the baton. Maybe now we can shut up that Praline back at Eisen Bridge again, because we can't just shoot her in the head, apparently. We have to use this stupid baton that we have to go through hell to get. And finally, we are back. Oh, God. Let's talk to Goodman and tell him we can maybe deal with that problem now. Do battle again.
Oh, look! The Wind Vestal and her merry band have graced us with their presence again!
We haven't come to hear you sing, if that's what you think.
Oh, please! Don't pretend you're not captivated by this voice of mine. Because we all know when I sing...
We go wild!
Shut it! You won't get your way so easily. Try as many times as you want, but it's futile. My personal guard would gladly die for me. Isn't that right, darling?
We're here for you, Praline!
Thank you all! Let's sing a little tune then! Love in the Crossfire! Daddy, my sight, get you tonight.
Yeah!
Not so fast! Come on, shield bearers! What are you doing? This isn't on the set list! Nobody can hear my song now! I'll just have to sing louder! Oh, this isn't working! Time to blow you sky high! How's that? No way! It's useless! Ah! Why are you being so mean? You're supposed to worship the ground I walk on! Oh! Kick the Wind Vessel and that other riffraff out of here!
This whole quest is really weird. One, the concept alone is kind of just weird, but two, Praline really gave up quick because she didn't move her mouth when she tried to sing again. Maybe that's why it didn't work, by the way. I'm just saying. And then that whole scene was just like, I was gonna say it was poorly animated, but there really wasn't animation, so that's probably why it was quote unquote poorly animated. Yeah, it sounds like that when I wish this game wasn't on the 3DS and wasn't so limited. Though I guess you can still do like really good cutscene animation on 3DS, so there's really no excuse. I don't know, it's cutscenes. This whole quest is just weird. And then of course, getting the stupid baton is really annoying. Like, Jesus Christ. That could have been a fucking asterisk question in itself. Not a fun one, but it could have been one. No, if you couldn't tell, I'm not a fan of this quest. This whole sequence of the game. Not a fan of it. Definitely contributes to why Chapter 3 is my least favorite chapter. Anyway, Praline here. She starts with 2 black axe fighters. You can take them out with thunder pretty quickly. As I'm doing here. Wow, we are actually taking quite a bit of damage. I need to keep an eye on that. Praline is mainly going to be giving buffs to her allies and sometimes attacking, but again, it's mainly going to be buffs. She does have something I want to steal, so we're going to be trying to do that. I'm not succeeding, and there goes Adia. Okay, but cool. As soon as they die, she is going to summon more axe fighters. I'm just going to default with it so I can use 2 thunders when we get back, and we can default with you so we can use a special. Yeah, use his bodyguards, or she uses bodyguards to, well, give herself more bodyguards. Kind of self-explanatory. We need a cure out here. Mainly, I'll do an all. Why not? You can use your special, do Grand Strike, and you just attack Praline, because we really need to take her out. We can take care of the Black Blades and the Black Axe Fighter with Tiz and Agnes, mainly Tiz, because Agnes is kind of just going to be on healing duty, as long as they don't attack. Okay, well the Black Blades are annoying too, because they can use Edge of Madness, as you just saw, which inflicts Confuse. I was really hoping you'd attack Ring a Bell there. Oh well. We don't really need to cure right now, so go ahead and attack Ring a Bell, get him out of that confusion, and you continue to attack Praline. So yeah, Black Axe Fighters just use basically powered abilities to lower your stats, whereas Praline will just up her stats and up her ally stats. It's not that dangerous of a fight. It's kind of annoying, but not that big of a deal to deal with overall. We should lower your... We're still trying to steal from you. Because there is one thing, mainly... There's actually 2 things we need to steal from her. Or want to steal from her, rather. We don't really need to, but we want to. I'll go ahead and run a cure just so we can mainly build up Agnes' special. Actually, yeah, just run a cure. Don't attack. And you just continue to steal. You use your special. Attack all. Hopefully deal with the Axe Fighters again. Or Axe Fighter and Blade. Okay, there's one of the things we need. Just Star Pendant. That gives us poison immunity. Of course, very helpful. I don't know if we have 4 of those already. I don't think we do it. And then we have 4 of the things that cause paralysis immunity, the earthing rods. But I don't think we have anything... I think we have maybe 1 thing to give us poison immunity. And that's it. You mainly want to focus on Praline in this fight. I mean, the Black Axe Fighters and Black Blades are obviously a problem. But they're not really so much of a problem that you need to focus on them hard. Praline is, of course, the bigger threat because she... Once she dies, the battle's essentially over. Like, you can deal with the Axe Fighters on their own. It's not that big of a deal. Whereas Praline is just going to keep summoning them. It's kind of like when there's a healer in a battle in a game. You definitely want to deal with the healer before anything else. Most of the time. Because otherwise, they're just going to keep healing someone and make the fight go on basically forever. I really want to steal the other thing from her. Because it's not... Well, it's not that helpful, but it's still something I just want to steal for the hell of it, basically. You got a cure. You attack, and you just... Yeah, you attack, whatever. I should really actually be trying to build up Agnes' special, but we should build up to Tiz's fairly soon anyway, because we've been using magic with him quite a bit. Well, Agnes's... Well, actually, we haven't been healing that much, so we might not build up Agnes's at all. And we also just used this Tiz. Used Tiz's, so... Probably actually won't be building up to that anytime soon. Oh, never mind, we did. I kind of want to use it. I'm not going to use it because I kind of want to steal this last thing from her. I also don't think I ever mentioned what you do... Okay, there, the Staff of Life. We can kill her now. But the... How you build the special for axes. I believe it's killing opponents. So you actually have to land the finishing blow, which obviously that's kind of hard to predict you're going to do unless you're purely using an axe user to attack and kill things. So I don't like axes for that reason too. The building their special is kind of awful. What am I doing with you? I'm going to go ahead and do this and then attack. Okay. Yeah, building their special is kind of awful. Even worse than a bow because there's not really a way you can guarantee the axe fighter or the axe user is going to end up killing the opponent. It's not really up to chance, but it's just not something you can easily assure. So I don't like using axes again for that reason, as well as their general inaccuracy. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, Piercing Bolt and the Thunder should hopefully kill the axe fighter and the blade because we get a magic attack up. I was hoping Tiz would go before Agnes. Okay, well at least killed the blade. That's more important than anything, really. I might just keep him alive, because honestly his stats increases aren't going to be that big of a deal. And, let's use this. And I don't think she's going to call for more bodyguards if there's at least 1 on the field, so we might as well just keep him alive. Until Praline's dead, obviously. Go ahead and use Thunder, not on the Black Axe Fighter, but on Praline. You run a cure, because just to keep our health high, don't want to be low. You just keep using double damage for now, because I'm not going to use MP for anything else, really. And she should be going down fairly soon. She probably doesn't have that much BP. Or HP, rather. I was thinking BP, because she was giving the X-Fighter BP. That's another annoying thing she can do, but it's not really that bad. Yeah, this fight's not really that bad once you just learn to mainly take care of the bodyguard she summons, and well, obviously, mainly if you want to bring 2 magic users in and have your specials built up. Oh my god, that could have been dangerous. We aren't running a cure this turn either, I don't think. So hopefully Praline goes. Nope. Okay. You're running 2 cures then. 1 on everyone just to ensure we're okay, and then 1 on Ringabel. You are out of ability to do that. Use the Life Thief, I guess. That's probably a stupid idea, but whatever. Do it anyway. Oh, you're dead. Okay. That sucks. Because that means this cure is going to be wasted. Okay. That's fine. Just default. Oh, you have your special. Use that then. Because that'll cure KO from Ringabel. And we don't have to worry about that anymore. Also, Adia's dead too, so we'll cure that. There we go. And we also have BP and everything, so now we can just kind of hopefully wipe Praline out. She's lasted much longer than I expected. Much longer than almost any Asterisk Bear so far. Because the others, they've kind of fallen really quickly, and surprisingly so. I would not have expected them to die so fast. So maybe the expectations are just low for these Asterisk Bears at this point. I should Shell Split and then do double damage. Because then I'll do more damage. And I should also do it on the correct enemy. And not on an ally. That would also be ideal. Alright. We have Healing Magic up, which is cool, I guess. Okay, she's dead. Awesome. And hopefully this will also kill... Why did I do that then? Whatever. Hopefully it's... yeah, there they go. Alright, well that's Praline. Not that bad of a fight if you just know to take care of the bodyguards. If you can keep an Axe Fighter alive, good. They're not that much of a threat, so... And of course, for that, we get the... well, actually, we don't really know. We get the Performer Asterisk. Usually before it'd be obvious, but this one it's kind of weird, so... Performer! It's kind of like Merchant, in that it's a terrible main job. You don't get very good stats, or any benefits really as a main job, but it's opposed to Merchant, I suppose. It is an amazing sub-job, and one that I actually can really suggest. So, in terms of abilities, specialty is safe singing MP. Lowers MP costs singing attacks by 50%. Really good, of course. Look into what singing attacks do right now, because you get Love Power at level 1, which raises the physical attack of all party members by 25% for 4 turns. Love Rush, same thing, raises speed. 1 more for you at level 3. You give 1 target plus 1 BP. Very, very good. I think you use BP to do that. Or, no, I think you use MP. I don't know. I'll have to check that. Got Your Back at level 4. Raises physical defense for 4 turns for all the party members. Key to Your Heart, same thing. Raises magic defense. Support Amp at level 6. Basically gives your songs more effect. So, plus 10 to stat raising effects. So, instead of raising things by 25%, you raise them by 35%. And minus 10 to stat decreasing effects. So, instead of decreasing it 25%, you'll decrease them 35%. Kind of helpful. Decreasing things not really a big deal, because usually you'll just be decreasing it to 75%, which is the minimum anyway, but it's still cool, mainly for the stat boosts. Little Devil at level 7 raises all magic attack by 25% for 4 turns. Buff up at level 9. Physical magic attack up and physical magic defense up by 5% at the end of every single turn. That is amazing for pretty much any job. Especially for something like Red Mage, that actually seems like it'd be pretty good, but Red Mage is garbage otherwise, so maybe for something like, well, it's good at any job, because everything uses those stats in some form or fashion, so really, really good job, or ability for this job. Prolonged Support level 10, times 2 number of stat raising effects, makes you have to sing less, saves you MP, very good. Save singing MP at level 12, we saw that already, talked about that already. And My Hero at level 14 increases all allies' BP at level by 1. Amazing. That's just amazing. Anything that increases MP, very good. Yeah. In terms of stat affinities, not really good in anything. They've got decent agility, so they'll usually go first at the start of every turn, but that's basically all they got going for them. Nothing great in anything else. Their armed aptitude are actually fairly good. Good in swords, great in rods, saves, and daggers, and decent in knuckles. Which, I mean, none of that really helps them that much because their physical defense or physical attack is so low. They have a D rating in strength. So you might want to go with like a rod and a sub-magic attack or something. That's probably the route I'll be going for this. And then, of course, terrible armor aptitude. They're not meant to be an attacking class. They're meant to be a 100% support class. Which, again, means that it's a kind of terrible main job, but a great, great, great sub-job. And one you definitely want to train up.
How could you? I was born to perform. I only wanted my songs to be heard. That does it. I'm going back to ordinary life.
No, Praline! Don't leave us!
I'm so sorry, everyone.
The plan went off without a hitch. You drowned her out completely. We should suffer much less attrition on the Eisen Bridge from now on. You've done us a great service.
Well, Deicing type Bradleys. I hate that quest. It doesn't take that long to do, really. It's just really annoying how they have you go basically all around the world and then back to Heartschild for one, and then back to Grandship, and then back to Eisen Bridge. Like, that's just so much stupid back and forth for no good reason. I hate it. I don't like this quest at all. The fight with Praline's alright. It's fine. There's nothing really wrong with it. Performer's a great job, so you get a great reward. And speaking of, I'm actually going to put Tiz on Performer with sub Black Mage. Actually, sub Time Mage. Keep in mind that, because we already have a Sword Magic. We don't really need a dedicated Black Magic user. And I don't think I really want to equip anything else on him right now. So, yeah, Tiz is now a Performer. Great. Yeah, no, I hate that quest. That quest is kind of terrible to get to. Or to get through, rather. Get to is really easy, but... Well, let's start with now, so we never have to deal with that again. There's not a single other quest in this game as bad as that. Well, no, there isn't a single other quest in this game as bad as that, I would say. So that one's just really boring and annoying and stupid. I love this game, though. I still love this game. It's just that one goddamn quest is a pain in the ass. Anyway, that's going to be that for this episode. So, next time, we finally go to the Mithril Mines to free the children these sword bearers have enslaved. The Canary Boys, as they've called them. So... next time we'll finally free children from slavery. Seems like that should have been a priority, but hey, whatever. See you guys then. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, maybe check out some of the other series I've done. You can also consider subscribing, checking out my Patreon page, or joining my Discord server. There are links in the description to those, as well as other social media links like Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for watching.